Hey besties and welcome back to my channel. In today's video, I'll be doing a review on the comebacks in July. Please remember that this is just my opinion. Now, let's get started with the video.
Come on over right now, come on over right now. Party's not a party without you. Hurry up to the party. Waiting for you right now, waiting for you right now.
It's still crazy to me how quick they killed off that mixed pop concept, but this is definitely one of the better concept changes in K-pop. I wouldn't really say I had high expectations after Love Me Like This since Young Dumb Stupid was released around the same time, but I was pleasantly surprised by this song. There's not much going on and it's a pretty simple summer song, but I think it's cute and refreshing. However, I do like Roller Coaster better just because it's more catchy and I love the slight funk influence in it. I literally have no idea where their sound is going towards, but I don't mind if it's like this, so I'm gonna give it a 7.5 out of 10. Honestly, I think it's just okay. The music video is really cool, but I personally like Limbo much more and this is just one of those songs that's been done before and doesn't really stick out. I like June and I'm so happy for him that he's getting more solo opportunities, but it's just not for me really, so I'm gonna give it a 7 out of 10.
Talk that shit, listen on your lips. It's so sweet. Just like this, like on your lips.
At first, I wasn't really interested in seeing their comeback until I saw Natty's solo and was curious as to what their debut would look like. I've heard small parts of the song, but once I heard it all the way through, I definitely understand why people like it. It has a nice jazz influence with some 90s vibes as well and it also kinda gives me early 3rd gen vibes. I didn't really know how to feel about the chorus at first because it's just okay and I wish it was a bit more full, but I do like how even though it's not entirely full, it doesn't feel empty either. The rapping parts aren't overbearing and them singers are singing like they're so good, especially at the end, like that whistle note was giving. The thing I appreciate the most about this debut is how they tried something new, instead of did what all the other girlies are doing or playing it really safe. It's not out there or experimental, but it's enough to stand out a bit. I feel like we need to talk about how there's finally a new girl group with no children, like 18 is still the bare minimum, but this is a big improvement and we love to see it. I also like debuts that show the members' talents right away instead of waiting years to see someone shine, so that's nice as well. Overall, this is a pretty solid debut and I'm interested in seeing what they'll release later on, so I'm gonna give it an 8.5 out of 10. First off, can we just talk about how insane it is that the first group I ever loved at 6 years old is collaborating with one of my new favorite groups? I never expected something like this. The only thing that would be it even cooler is if the song was actually really good, but it's not at all. It's not a bad song and it's actually pretty catchy after hearing it more, but it's just so basic and stale with nothing standing out besides the collaboration. This is something that often annoys me, because it's cool that these two artists are making a song together, but you gotta have more than just that. The song has to have something too. It honestly sounds like something that would play in Target and I don't mean that in a good way. Also, the music video is just so damn boring. This is a pretty big collab and you're gonna give them just a white background? The good thing though is that we know they can all sing. I don't care if it would have been copying. I would have liked to see them do a song similar to SOS or even Burning Up because those songs fit TXT so well. The song isn't painfully bad or anything, but I just know that it could have been way better than this, so I'm gonna give it a 6.5 out of 10. Not gonna lie, I got a little nervous with seeing how Kepler's debut was and how most recent boy groups haven't been releasing that many good songs. but they absolutely devoured. I'm so glad they didn't go towards the easy route and actually did something refreshing, fun, and fitting for the season. This also really gives me 2019 vibes. Like if you told me this was released in 2019, then I would have believed you, but I mean that in a great way, because boy groups were so amazing that year. I love how the Take On Me sample isn't so in your face and the song doesn't fully rely on it, but you can still hear it clear enough. The song just feels so lively and fresh. It's just so nice to hear after an overload of so many empty chorus bland songs. Also, I wasn't gonna watch Boys Planet, but I was later convinced, and besides Mnet's terrible evil editing, it was interesting to see their improvement and it shows a lot in this debut. I think this is definitely one of the best boy group debuts since 2021, like it's just too good and I have no complaints, so I'm gonna give it a 10 out of 10. If only you all knew how much I screamed when I saw that EXO announce their comeback. Like it's been 2 years without music from them and we can finally stop being starved. I gotta admit, I was a little unsure about the title track first because I thought it felt kinda tame compared to other emo songs and some parts of the song felt a bit weird. But this is definitely the type of song that you need to let grow on you more, because I definitely see the vision now. It truly gets better with time, and although I wish there was a pretty bridge, I still love the song. As for the album, it's actually so amazing. Not that it's surprising though. I wouldn't say this is their best album when Tempo, Obsession, and Exodus exists, but it's far from disappointing. The pre-releases were so good, and I was gonna love it because EXO is one of the few groups that can make me love ballads, and Hear Me Out is such a chill song to listen to. As for the rest of the album, my favorite songs are Private Party, Cinderella, Regret It, and No Makeup. The entire album ate down so bad, and even though I miss Kai so much and sucks that Hessim's sabotaging ass made him left right before a comeback, but this comeback definitely made up for 2 years of inactivity. I'm so happy they came back and it was worth the wait, so I'm gonna give it a 9.5 out of 10. Who else cheered and fell on their knees in excitement? Like the Loona war is finally over, and although we don't have all the members together now, Odd Eye Circle is freaking back. I've waited too long for this and it was worth it. I was a bit nervous at first, because even though the concept photos looked great, I was just hoping that Mod House would still give them a sound that fits them and not doing anything weird. But there was no need because they absolutely devoured. It's still different, but it definitely is still their staple sound and has elements from their debut that are present here. Something that I really noticed is how it still has that bubbly beat, like it reminds me of a mix between Uncover and Girlfriend. Anyways, I love how it's bubbly yet mature. It really shows their growth too. I actually love the chorus so much. Like you'd think I wouldn't like the repetitiveness, but it's so good and catchy. Also, that pre-chorus is so pretty, like it's just so Odd Eye Circle. They definitely didn't disappoint with the title track and I'm so pleased with it. As for the album, it's practically everything I wanted. They were so wrong for starting off the album with that intro though, because like, why are you making me cry already? Besides Lucid, I'm pretty much obsessed with every single song. There's nothing wrong with Lucid because it's a sweet song, but it doesn't really stand out to me. But as for the other songs, I literally had a smile on my face the whole way through. Genie Say Koi was serving the utmost of cunt and definitely the best song on the album. Love Me Like is so groovy and I've been playing it non-stop. And My Secret Playlist is such an intriguing song to listen to. It's like a fun roller coaster ride because it keeps changing genres from synth to bass nova. Like they really know what they were doing here. Overall, this is one of my favorite comebacks this year already, and I'm so happy that they're performing again, and fuck BBC. So I'm gonna give it a 10 out of 10.
You watch me, if you love me, but you can't touch me. If you love me, coconut 준비. Yes, you can watch me, but you can't touch me.
Before I say anything else, did anyone notice that voice crack in the first line? Like, I don't know if that was on purpose or not, but like why was that there? Anyways, we finally got a Miss Momo debut and I'm actually really glad that they went for this concept, because it suits all of them. The song is giving very much 2016 Ariana Grande, but the song is good. It's basic in a lot of ways, but you can't help but like it and I don't mind at all. The choreography is great and the music video is so pretty, but the only big critique I have is the singing. I think they definitely got better over the years, but honestly, Mina is the only one holding up the vocals in this song. Like I said earlier, that voice crack threw me off and just sounded kinda weird. I am glad they made Momo rap instead of sing, because she does a much better job at rapping. I mean this in the nicest way possible, especially since I love the girls, but I think the main reason why the song may sound lacking is because of their vocals. If someone with more powerful vocals sang this, it would give off a different vibe, but it sounds like they're holding back here. I do think a lot of parts of the song fits their voice, but there's just something that sounds off to me. I'm not too crazy about the mini album either. Like it's just there, which I think is weird considering how everyone has been anticipating this debut, but it was alright. The title track is definitely the best one and it's growing on me more and more, so I'm gonna give it a 7.5 out of 10.
Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, 7 days a week, every hour, every minute, every second, you know, night after night, I'll be loving you.
I know it's just a pre-release, but I'm not feeling it that much. Don't get me wrong, it's a cute song, well the censored version even though I'm with the explicit one, but it's just a very basic song. The only thing I really like is the pre-chorus and his voice. Like if it was anyone else, I wouldn't care about it at all. I think the music video was really creative and I like how he's trying more stuff out, but this song is just okay to me. It's not bad but nothing amazing. I'm hoping that the title track is better and maybe gives off R&B vibes, but I am so happy for him that he's debuting as a soloist, so I'm gonna give it another 7.5 out of 10. Oh, we are so back with the good music. Like they have me so scared with glitch mode and beatbox back to back, but I should have known that after Candy they were coming back up. Similar to my secret playlist, this song is like a roller coaster ride but a very unstable one with flames and explosions, but I mean that in a good way because it's just so chaotic. It's really giving second gen vibes, especially in the chorus like I'm still living for Hae-chan's voice here. This song is so him. This cyber-like sound is a good balance for them and I love how it's experimental, but you can still stay on track with it and not feel like you got a headache afterwards. That bridge really threw me off, but I love it so much. Like it sounds like a dream, but also still somehow fits with song. I have no idea what the concept is, but I don't even care because the song is probably their best since Hello Future and the album is pretty good as well, so I'm gonna give it a 9.5 out of 10.
Whenever you like, I'll be you. What's your ETA? What's your ETA? What's your ETA? What's your ETA? What's your ETA?
With how the pre-releases were, I definitely didn't think that the title track would sound like that. The horns in the beginning were very loud and just so random, and honestly the first 20 seconds of the song threw me off a little bit, because it felt like it was going in so many directions. But as the song went on, it started to flow better. I like how even though the chorus is somewhat minimalistic, it's still not empty. Even though the song is overall pretty good, the pre-chorus is my favorite part. Like the way they sing the words in such a rhythmic way is so satisfying to me. The only thing is that I feel like it's underwhelming compared to the other pre-releases on the album. I do think if we heard this first, I wouldn't compare it too much, but since songs like Super Shy and New Jeans came out before, it's not the standout to me in my opinion. Speaking of which, I absolutely love Super Shy so much. Like everyone say thank you to Pink Panthers. This sound is so perfect for them with their concept and everything. It's soft and bubbly and the choreography is so hypnotizing to watch. It's definitely my favorite song on the album along with New Jeans. Like it's just so catchy and I'm so obsessed with the Powerpuff Girls theme since I grew up on that. Cool for You is such a pretty song too, and I would love Get Up if it wasn't 37 seconds. Like that's actually criminal. For aespa, it's weird because I love the snippet, but the whole song did sound incomplete in some parts. but it's cute overall. The only thing that really annoys with me with this comeback is how they made the songs so short, especially the really good ones too. It's just stupid. I do really like how New Jeans are trying new things while still sticking with their overall concept, and everything they release feels so fresh and magical. I do wish Super Shy was the title instead, but most of the songs are still great, so I'm gonna give it a 9 out of 10. As much as I hate to say it, I had pretty low standards for this comeback, since even though sneakers grew on me more, it wasn't their best. So I was really curious as to how this comeback would be, but I actually really like this. Of course it literally just came out, but the fact that I liked it first listen is a relief. That cake part can be a little annoying since it's pretty repetitive, especially in the beginning because they had me scared that it was gonna suck. But the chorus is actually so good. It gives me old Disney Channel vibes, but in a good way. Also, Yuna's part before the chorus ate the fuck down, like she had me shaking my hips a bit. Besides the cake part, I do like the la la part, and there's actually way more good arts than I thought. It's a big upgrade from before, so I'm really happy for them because I can already see this growing on me more and more. For the B-sides, you can tell they're getting better with time. Bet on Me wasn't good to me at all and is my least favorite, but I love Bratty, Killshot, and Psychic Lover is up there. None of My Business is good, but it needs more time to grow on me, but I need them to perform Killshot, like I need it so bad. Their albums are getting better and I can actually listen to this album with only 1 or 2 skips. I hope this is a sign that we're gonna get even better comebacks from itzy like we used to, because this comeback is really good, so I'm gonna give it a 8.5 out of 10. And that's the end of the video. I hope you all enjoyed. Please like and subscribe if you'd want, and have a good day. Bye besties.